Hello everyone. In this video, we will have solving problems involving quadratic equations. To begin with, let's have this one. Rewrite this or translate this to quadratic equations. The area of the concrete pathway is 350 meters squared and its perimeter is 90 meters. What is the length of the pathway? Take note, the given includes the perimeter, which is 90 meters. Formula for perimeter is 2 length plus 2w, or 2 width. So the perimeter is 90 equals 2l plus 2w. Dividing the entire equations by 2, we will end up with 45 equals length plus width, or 45 minus length is the width. Another given is the area, which is 350 meters squared. Take note, the area is length times width. So substitute here, this would be 350 is equal to length, and our width, we can have it as 45 minus length. Distributing length or L to the terms inside, we will end up with this. Or, the final equation or quadratic equation is L squared plus 45L plus 350 equals 0. Another given. Jesse can paint a house 5 hours more than the time Mark takes to paint the entire house. Working together, they can complete the job in 6 hours. How long will it take Jesse to paint the house alone? Now take note, the given includes Jesse can paint 5 hours more than Mark. So therefore, the work for Mark would be X, while for Jesse would be X plus 5. Another given is time together is 6 hours. So therefore, this would be 6. Another thing is the rate is time over work. So therefore, this would be 6 over X or 6 over X plus 5. Take note, the amount of work Mark can do plus the amount of work Jesse can do is exactly one whole job. So therefore, substituting this one, 6 over x plus 6 over x plus 5 equals 1. Cross multiplying 6x, 6 times 5 is 30, and 6 times x is 6x, x times x is x squared, and x times 5 is 5x. Simplifying further, 6x plus 6x is 12x. Combining like terms, we will end up with this. X squared minus 7x minus 30 equals 0. Now take note, quadratic equations can be used in this different daily or everyday situations. So let's have this one by one. So let's have the area first. The length of a rectangular floor is 5 meters longer than its width. The area of the floor is 84 meters squared. Take note, the length is 5 meters longer than the width. So therefore, let W be the width of the floor, while the length would be W plus 5. Another given is the area is 84 meters squared. Take note, length times width is the area. Our length is W plus 5, our width is W, and our area is 84. Distributing W to the terms inside, we will end up with this. So therefore, factors of 84, in order to get 5, we will have 12 and minus 7. With this, the possible values for W or negative 12 and 7. In this case, we will make use of 7. So therefore, the width of the floor is 7 meters, while the length would be 7 plus 5, which is 12 meters. Another given, area and perimeter. A rectangular table has an area of 27 feet squared and a perimeter of 24 feet. What are the dimensions of the table? Take note, you don't know the dimensions of the table, so we can have the width here as W, and take note, perimeter is 2W plus 2L, so our perimeter is 24 equals 2W plus 2L. So dividing the entire equations by 2, we will end up with 12 equals W plus L, or 12 minus W could be our length. So therefore, 12 minus W will be our length. Now go back to this. Let W be the width of the table. our length would be 12 minus W. And take note, the area is 27 feet squared. So therefore, that would be width times the length. So distributing W to the terms inside, we will end up with this. Or W squared minus 12W plus 27 equals 0. Factors of 27 in order to get negative 12 would be negative 9 and negative 3. So possible values for W could be 9 or 3. So therefore, the dimensions of the table is 9 feet by 3 feet. Let's have this one. Two numbers differ by 9. The sum of their squares is 653. What are the numbers? So therefore, let x be the smaller number. Now, the other number or the larger number is x plus 9. So why is this? So take note, the difference of the two numbers is 9. So if one number is x, to get the other number is we will add x or the number and 9. Now, the sum of their squares is 653. So that would be x squared plus quantity x plus 9 squared is 653. Expanding this would be x squared plus 18x plus 81, and transfer 653 to the other side, we will get this one. Combining like terms, we will get this, and dividing this entire equation by 2, we will end up with x squared plus 9x minus 286 equals 0. Now, factors here in order to get 9 would be 22 and negative 13. So the possible values for x could be negative 22 and 13. So therefore, if one number is negative 22, the other number would be negative 22 plus 9 is negative 13. If we will use 13 as one number, to get the other number, that would be 13 plus 9 is 22. Another, for geometry. The area of a rectangle is 70 centimeters squared. Find the length of the base if the base is 13 centimeters longer than the altitude. Altitude or height would mean the same thing. So one given is the base is 30 centimeters longer than the height. So therefore, our height will be our x. Then our base would be x plus 13. Another given is the area is 70 centimeters squared. Take note, area of a rectangle is base times height divided by 2. So let's substitute. That would be 70. Our base is x plus 13 and our height is x. So cross multiplying, we will get 70 times 2 is 140. This would be x squared plus 13x. Rewriting the quadratic equation, we will get this. So factors of negative 140 in order to get 13 would be 20 and negative 7. So in this case, the values for x could be negative 20 or positive 7. In this case, we will consider 7. So therefore, the height is 7 centimeters and the base is 7 plus 13, which is 20 centimeters. Now, this one, the succeeding problems involve rational quadratic equations. So let's start. Work problem. In a water refilling station, the time that a pipe takes to fill a tank is 10 minutes more than the time that another pipe takes to fill the same tank. If the two pipes are opened at the same time, they can fill the tank in 12 minutes. So how many minutes does each pipe take to fill the tank? Take note, the given here is 10 minutes more than the other pipe. So therefore, filling time or work time for pipe 1 or pipe 2 is x, while for pipe 1 could be x plus 10. Now take note together, they can fill in the tank 12 minutes. Take note, rate is time over work. So with this, we will have 12 over x plus 10 and 12 over x for pipe 2. Take note, amount of water pipe 1 produce and amount of water pipe 2 produce is equal to one whole job. So with this, we substitute 12 over x plus 10 plus 12 over x equals 1. So cross multiplying, it's 12x plus 120, and x squared plus 10x. So combining like terms, we will end up with this. So factors of 120 in order to get negative 14 could be negative 20 and 6. So the values could be 20 or negative 6. In this case, we will consider 20. So therefore, for pipe 2, that would be 20 minutes, while for pipe number 1, that would be 20 plus 10 or 30 minutes. Another, for distance. A car travels 20 kilometers per hour faster than a truck. The car covers 350 kilometers in 2 hours, less than the time it takes the truck to travel the same distance. What is the speed of the car? How about the truck? So take note, the distance here is 350 kilometers. So that's both the car and the truck. Then, another is, for the car, it's 20 kilometers faster than the truck. So therefore, for the truck, that would be x, while for the car, it would be x plus 20. And the time, take note, speed is distance over time. So therefore, this would be 350 over x plus 20. For the truck, it's 350 over x. Take note, let x be the speed of the truck, no? Because it's a known. Take note of this, 350 kilometers in 2 hours less. So for the car, so that would be 350 over x plus 20, 2 hours less, so minus 2, compared to the truck, which is 350 over x. So this equation is derived from the second sentence. So simplifying further, so this is over 1, so 350 minus 2x minus 40 over x plus 20 equals 350 over x. So 350 minus 40 would be 310 times x would be 310x. Negative 2x times x is negative 2x squared. 350 times x, that would be 350x. 350 times 20 would be 7,000. Combining like terms, we will end up with this. Divide the entire equation by negative 2, we will end up with x squared plus 20x minus 3,500. Factors of 3, 5. In order to get 20 would be plus 70 and minus 50. So in this case, we will consider 50. So that would be the speed of the truck is 50 kph, while for the car, 50 plus 20 would be 70 kph. Another, upstream and downstream. Rowing upstream to a landing 5 kilometers away and then rowing back to your starting point takes 3 hours and 20 minutes. If the rate of the current is 2 kilometers per hour, at what rate are you able to row in still water? Take note, the given here is 5 kilometers. So that would be the distance. Another here is the rate of the current is 2 kilometers per hour. So therefore, upstream, so meaning you're against the current, would be, your speed would be lessened by 2 kph or x minus 2. While downstream would be x plus 2. If you are with the current, so your speed is increased by 2 kph. Take note, time is distance over rate. So with this, for the time, for upstream would be 5 over x minus 2, and downstream would be 5 over x plus 2. And take note, the total time is 3 hours and 20 minutes, or that's 10 over 3 hours. Now, let x be the rate of rowing in still water. So meaning, if there is no current, so therefore that would be the rate. Now, time upstream plus time downstream is the total time. So let's substitute here. So 5x minus 2 plus 5 over x plus 2 equals 10 over 3, the total time. So with this, we cross multiply. So this would be 5x plus 10. The other one would be 5x minus 10. Take note, x minus 2 times x plus 2 would be x squared minus 4. So combining like terms and multiplying, so 5x plus 5x would be 10x, times 3 would be 30x. You can cancel 10 and negative 10. This one would be 10x squared minus 40. Rewriting this, we will get this, and dividing the entire equation by 10, we will get this one. Factor this, we will have x minus 4 and x plus 1. So therefore, the values of x could be 4 or negative 1. In this case, we will consider 4. So 4 is the rate in still water is 4 kilometers per hour. Generally, solving a word problem involves 4 easy steps. Number 1, read through the problem and set up a word equation that is an equation that contains words as well as numbers. Plug in numbers in place of words wherever possible to set up a regular math equation. Use math to solve the equation and of course answer the question the problem asks. So that's all about word problems. Thank you.